about attempting Vlogmas. And I think it will be a lot less, I don't know, I think I could just make it like casual and fun and not necessarily feel that I have to have a lot of footage for a week, you know? So hello, this is going to be for Vlogmas day 1 and 2. Because today's the second, and I just thought about it like last night because I completely forgot that Vlogmas was a thing, and I love Vlogmas. And I know a lot of people do the 12 days so that they don't get too overwhelmed. So I might attempt, I'll say 12 days, and then if it goes to 25, then it goes to 25. But we'll see, right? But I think this will be fun. So, hello, happy Tuesday. I am heading to, of course, and then I am going to do my rover walk. I have 2 rover walks today. Man, I jinxed it because I thought that it was gonna be sunny and dry for like until like Thursday. The rain was like, nope, coming now. So it rained overnight, which is fine. But yeah, so reading update. I'm all over the place with my reading per usual. I am in the middle of We Weren't Meant to Be Human by Andrew Joseph White. I started The Whispering Dead by Darcy Coates. I am in the middle of You're Fatally Invited, and I'm just kind of all over the place. I mean, I've started so many books that I don't know what I'm doing, because I do this to myself all the time. I said I was going to finish the books that I had started already, and then I'm like, oh, let's do this one real quick. But I really think I'm really intrigued about The Whispering Dead. But let's talk about my thoughts so far on You Weren't Meant to Be Human by Andrew Joseph White. This is my second book by him, and the first one that I read was Spirit Bears Its Teeth, which is all of his books except this one, You Weren't Meant to Be Human, are YA. And You Were Meant to Be Human is his first adult novel, his debut adult novel. Now, because I have read from Andrew Joseph White, he reminds me of the feeling that I get with Tiffany D. Jackson, where I'm like, hold my hand. Can you hold my hand through this, please? Like, Andrew does not hold back, and I admire that about him. Excuse me, I thought I had to yawn. I couldn't tell. And his YA that I read was intense, but because of the topics that he talks about, I can't even imagine, and I can only imagine that these are feelings that can happen when you are figuring out yourself, and then when you know yourself, you have people who are against you, right? And those are tough situations. You Weren't Meant to Be Human. Let's talk about what it's about so far, what I know, what I'm making sense of. It was compared to Alien and Midsummer Night? The cult horror classic. And Alien, which is a classic. It follows Crane. Crane is a transitioning trans man who is in this very toxic relationship with this man, Levi, I believe, and becomes pregnant. Now, during this time, I believe they are in the Appalachia area. They're in very rural areas, and I think there's either a virus or it's some part of, like, I don't want to say the end of the world, but it's something to where these bugs are taking over. These worms, these maggots, all of them are like taking over. And these insects have created hives. In order to stay alive, they must be fed. And what are they feeding on? Usually people. So with that, sorry, I started looking at something else. With that, you have these communities that are people who are down on their luck, who are looking for their version of a safe haven, and these hives can create that. These bugs can create that. Now, I don't know if I missed the part about how these bugs were creative. All I know is that we're talking to Crane, and Crane is just like, the hive, the hive, the hive. I'll do anything for the hive. Now, the hive takes care of them if you take care of the hive, right? And so you have people who are running away from situations. You have people who are in, like I said, need of a safe haven. For Crane's situation, he needed help while transitioning. They help him, and I believe the community pays for his transitioning and his medication during that time. And so with this, he is, like I said, he becomes pregnant. The hive wants the baby. Now, he does not want to stay pregnant, of course, because this is against what he wants. Now, the way Andrew Joseph White writes, it is very explicit. And I can't tell if right now it's more explicit because it's adult or what. Because it could have been YA. I'm not really, maybe because, well, I mean, even the YA that I read had, you know, intimate parts, not like that, but like they were referred to. But here, I mean, yeah, the first chapter in You Weren't Meant to Be Human does have Crane getting his back blown, but I'm not, you know, like I said, it's like against his will in a certain way. So I can't really tell right now if I am enjoying it or not. And I saw someone's review like that, because it's like, it's making me uncomfortable, but that might be the point. And so I don't know. But I'm also like, what qualifies as being adult? Is it because you started adding explicit scenes? You know, and being adult doesn't mean you have to, like, every page has to be disgustingly explicit. But I'm also not in Andrew's mind of this writing and this feeling, because Andrew himself is a trans man, and all these feelings and desires and these thoughts of trying, you know, to just be where you belong, it could be explicit like this. It could be very much just racking your brain, racking your heart, you know, trying to just, you know, figure out life. And then you feel so close or trauma bonded to this community that this is kind of all you know, right? And you want to do anything to please them. You want to do anything to stay. So what does that look like? How does that work? So it's interesting, because it's like I want to make sure that I am not being ignorant to the cause. And it's not like I want to tread lightly, but I also want to make sure that I'm seeing it from all sides. Because there were a lot of like 1-star reviews, and I understood them. But I also understood the 5-star reviews. Because it does make you think, it does make you uncomfortable, and I think that's the purpose. But it's just like, is it a lot? I don't know. All right, let me order. Okay. Okay, y'all. So I'm back. But yeah, so it's like, I want to understand both sides. I want to make sure that I'm not being insensitive. And so I think that's why I'm trying to like choose my words wisely, because right now, as a book, as critiquing it, it's kind of like you don't have to do that much. Like, that's my first feeling, is like, does every word have to be like this explicit, forced, you know, scene where it's, you know, explaining his toxic relationship with Levi and how he feels like he deserves it, that's all he deserves, and, you know, this feeling of this thing inside of him that he wants to rip out? Is it like, okay, you don't have to do this much because you wanted to make it adult, your first adult novel? Or am I missing the point of this is what a transitioning person has to deal with on a daily basis? You know, so I'm really just, girl, take that dang drink and come on. My nails is breaking. But yeah, so it's like, I'm really just trying to, and I think that's the beauty of reading, and reading being subjective, because you can do this. You can, it opens up your mind, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it'll be really interesting to see. But I did actually take a break from it for a moment because it was just nutty, right? Like, it was kind of like nutty. Okay, y'all. I'm trying to take it out. Let's go this way. Okay, so yeah, you know, and like I said, I think that's the beauty of reading. It is subjective, and you know, it opens up your mind to different things, and I think it's meant to have people sit uncomfortably, because you're like, okay, well, this is someone else's view. But like I said, as a reader right now, I'm like, well, does it have to be this much because it's your adult novel? And then someone can say, well, what makes you think it's too much? You know? So, there's that. I am hoping that I can get another chunk of it done today. Like I said, it is pretty graphic, so it is not something that I can just like sit completely through. Like, Crane is not happy, right? Crane does not want his body to change in this way against his will. He does not want this fetus. But the hive is like, no, we want the baby. Oh my goodness, and the audiobook is creepy because, and Gabby Reeds had mentioned this, and I didn't even like think about it till I heard it, but the audiobook has Crane, but when the hive talks, it's like multiple voices over each other. So it gives that effect of like this creepy, crawly, buzzy, like wiggly things are all having a voice, and it's like there's like, they shadow each other. It's creepy. So it's like I have to slow down when the hive talks because it almost sounds like Jabba the Hutt or something. It's insane. So, but that's adding to it. So I'm gonna go do my road walk because I'm already pushing it. And this is the client who is a reader like me, a book lover like me. And so I have a book for her for Christmas, and I'm excited. I think I already told y'all this, but it's John Mars, the one. So if she's already read it, then I have put the gift receipt inside if she wants to take it back. Shoot, she probably could read it and be like, I don't like it, I'm taking it back and get something else. I don't think Barnes is super picky like that, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so there's that. And I think I'm going to, man, I really want to get back into the Yellow Wife because it's due in a few days. But my God, like that stuff is heavy. And I'm not sure if I can stomach it right now, but I don't really want to take it into 2026. And like 8 people are waiting for it. I'm sorry to the 8 people. I'm sorry. Because I could have been done with it, but I had to like take it in sections. So maybe I'll see if I can get like to 30% of it today. We'll see. But I feel like I'm going to stick with Darcy Coates Whispering Dead and You Are Meant to Be Human. So we'll see. Or maybe I'll get back into You're Fatally Invited. So we'll see. I definitely have a lot of books that I can be finishing up so that I don't have to take with me into the new year. So I'm excited to see how I do with this Vlogmas. I am trying to design a new like little intro for the holidays. So we'll see if that works. I'm gonna turn. But let me get on and get to my appointment. Okay, y'all. So I am done with Little Miss Dublin, and my my rovers might be a little bit limited this month. I keep forgetting that it's like the holiday, right? So she said she's going to be off towards the rest of the month. So I think I have a couple more. I think I have this weekend and next week with Dublin, and then that will be it. I love that name. Y'all know I love Ireland. That was one of my favorite places to visit. So I just love that name. It's so cute. Anyway, oh my goodness, one of the cult fan bams said that there might be something in the mail for me, so I'm gonna go check the P.O. box, which is super sweet. I actually ended up randomly, I kind of just went through and started sending people like things off their wish list, because I was just like thinking of you, happy holidays. I'm not gonna be able to get to everybody, you know, like, especially right now I did some changes on my pay period, so I have to kind of like stack it back up. But I was like, I want to send people some things. You know, it's nice to get something in the mail, right? So not much, a book here or there. So I can't like say what I'm gonna do like for Danny and Chills yet, because he might see this. So, but I need to start looking at their list. But yeah, so I sent a few out. I sent my book swap partner Robbie, I sent his books out. And then, oh my god, we have a fan bam who is from Australia. And you know, the Zon, it tries it. Okay, you want to take over the world. You want us to like only be using you for like our supply and demand, but it's like it's so ridiculously hard to get things to other countries. So I was trying, I'm like, I don't know why we wouldn't be able to send Kindle books to someone in another country. Like, what's the difference? But whatever. So I ended up getting her a gift card and letting her pick what she wanted, because I don't know if it's Amazon or if it's just, you know, Australia's like, hey, you know, different rules. It could be just different rules. But I mean, I've sent like, I had a, when I did like my first giveaway, I had two winners were from, one was from South Africa, and the other was from London. So I don't remember having this hard of a time with South Africa, but it went through and I'm so happy. So I'm just super excited when like you meet people with similar interests, but yet everyone is still so different. You know, we all have this love of reading. We all have this love to have that sense of community, because not everyone gets it from like their blood relatives, you know. And I'm someone who's very big on found family. I love my family. I love my blood family. I love my mother. I love my sister. I love my father. I love them down, right? But I didn't get to choose them. I'm glad they are I'm glad that I was born into their family, but I didn't get to choose them. And you have people who have blood relatives that hurt them, have harmed them, have not done good by them, and they didn't get to choose them. They didn't get to choose that, because no one would choose that. You know, who would choose that, you know? So when you pick your found family and your chosen family, and you're like, you put this time and this effort into meeting people, and it becomes like a bond, that's a whole different experience. That's a whole different level of commitment in my mind, because it's like, you don't have to stick with these people because I'm with their blood, I have to, blood is thicker than water. Forget all that mess, okay? You're like, hey, I got to know you, you got to know me, we are enjoying where this relationship could go, this friendship could go, this community can build, and I want to see it to the end with you. You know what I mean? And so I think that's why I go a little bit harder for the chosen family, because I got to pick them. They got to pick me. There's no obligation. It's like, I genuinely care for you. It's not like, oh, well, you're my daughter, I have to. Oh, you're my mother, I have to. Oh, you're my sister, what else would I do? It's none of that. And I think that's why I'm very, very strong about found family and chosen family, because it's something that we as people get to make, right? So I'm off my soapbox now. I completely forgot I was listening to, oh crap, it's the second book in the Monk and Robot series for oh crap, by Becky Chambers. I forgot the name of it. Song for something, I don't know. I don't know what this, I forgot what the second name is, but it's super cute. I think it's exactly what I kind of needed, that wholesome type of book. It's not too long. It was like a 4-hour audiobook. I think I have less than an hour left. And it's just Dex and, oh my God, what's Robot's name? Oh crap. I can't think of it right now, but it's just these two traveling and just learning about each other, learning about themselves, learning about life. And it's just something heartfelt. It's like, okay, this is kind of what I needed through all the thrillers and all the dark books that I'm, reading and stuff. The heavy books that are needed. They're necessary, but sometimes it takes a toll. So I'm gonna finish that. Yeah, I think I have less than an hour, so I should be done with that really, really soon. I have another rover at 2. I'll probably push it and go a little bit later, depending on how I feel. She's very cool with whenever I come. So that is good. And I'm trying to see what else I want to do today. I was thinking about going to Barnes to look for, see what the new releases are, but then I'm like, no, I don't really need to go. So we'll see. I also want to plan for, I want to do Princess's photo shoot, Christmas photo shoot myself. So I think I'm going to go home and put a plan together and see. So we'll see. I don't really need to go to the store yet. I might need some water, but right now the goal is to eat everything that's in the fridge first before I start heading out to grab groceries. So there's that. So I'm gonna head to the P.O. box. And okay, so for anyone who lives in an apartment complex, because I travel so much, or I did travel so much for work, when I first got out here and I was gone for long periods of days, I got a P.O. box, because the P.O. box, it was a 24-hour availability. I could come at any time. I could come after my work trip, come pick up my mail. Due to a lot of break-ins, unfortunately, they shut that down, so you can't come to the P.O. box any old time anymore, right? Which is fine. I would rather my stuff be safe, but I'm wondering if it's even really worth me keeping. I've been trying to have a few things come to my apartment. Yeah, so I'm trying to find if I'm comfortable with my things being at the apartment again. So I don't know. I feel safe with my stuff at a P.O. box, but then I'm also because I have to follow the hours of when I can come pick my stuff up, I don't know. And like I said, I've been having stuff sent to the to my apartment recently, and they've been coming to the front door, or they've been in a lockbox. They've been in a lockbox, so it's okay, so far so good. But then I feel there'll be that one time where it's it goes to another apartment and then I never see it. That actually happened with one item where it went to another apartment, and I complained to the deliverer because I was like, this looks like it's in the back of a trunk. How is this picture acceptable for it being delivered? So they refunded me my money and everything. Turns out it was somebody's apartment, and he had been gone, and he's like, I'm so sorry. He's like, it's been a lot of crazy stuff going on, but I wanted to drop off your package. And I was like, oh, okay. Sorry to the deliverer. So it's you got good neighbors like that, but then some you might not have, so I don't know. Let's go check the P.O. box. And let me take a sip of breakfast. Really, hey y'all, I'm gonna end the vlog probably here and then start up for day 3. I might do it where it's day 1, 2 days each time. I don't know yet. I haven't decided, but I do want a daily vlog, and we'll see how it goes. But I just forgot the name of it. A crown. Oh, I don't know. But I did finish the second book in the Monk and Robot series by Becky Chambers. I'll just put the picture up. And like I said, it's just a really cute book that just kind of gives you a break from overdoing it and just feeling like you're not enough, and feeling like you've got to have this type of purpose, and you gotta have the answers to everything. It's just a really soft, kind book that is just going with the flow and just taking the joy in every little thing, and it's just a cute friendship between Dex and Moscow, I think. So that is done. I'm probably gonna give it 4 stars like I gave the last one. It's not for everyone because it's more of a cozy read, but it's really short, and I enjoy the audiobooks. And so I would recommend them to people who I feel like cozy light reads. It not for everybody, you know, but so I'm glad I got to finish that one this year. I didn't even know if I was gonna finish it, but finish the series. Like, I didn't even think about it. And then when my mindset got into this, I needed something light and fluffy. I need a break from overthinking and just having heavy thoughts, and this did it, you know what I mean? So we're gonna end the vlog here, and I will start up for the next one. Yeah, because there's quite a few things I need to do today, but I'm like, that could be for next video, right? You'll see me do it in the next one, so that'll work. But God, it's so dark out here today. Like, the sun could like say hi for like 5 minutes. That'd be grateful. But that's it. I will see you on the next one. Happy reading, safe travels if you're out there traveling,